Okay, so that's key word. Remember that. So when you see a white boy giving you shit, get the f up out of here, Esau. and for some reason, when I call a white person Esau or an Edomite, bro, like for some reason they feel it in their spirit. They be like, they.
Well, I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know, you see, you don't like it, right, Esau?
Purchase your tracks today.
Hey, brother, let me ask you one question, real quick. Because right now, there's a couple of things that are sticking out that are calling my attention. I was going to start my segment. I normally do this in Spanish because most of the people that walk through here is Spanish. But when I see my brothers from the other side, which I call the Southern Kingdom brothers, when I see the Southern Kingdom brothers, I gotta let them know, right? Because if I would have shown you this, I would have asked you, what's your nationality? You would have told me something like a color in a crayon box, or two continents named after two white boys, right? Leonardo Africanus and Amerigo Vespucci, right? You would have told I'm Afro-American or I'm black, right? And so we know you're not black, you're not the color of your shoes, right? You're a brown-skinned man, you know what I mean? So these are things that they put on us, right? To kind of just further degrade us. It's called bywords, right? And so the Bible speaks about that. Bring me your bywords, brother, real quick. And so what I want to let you know is that you are king on earth, all right? And being from the 12 tribes of Israel, all right? Because you identify with Judah, or you identify with West Indians? Who do you identify with? Are your family Southern black, or like always been in this continent? I'm from Brooklyn. That's what's up. All right. Right, because you know what? Because there's two forms of how we got here through transatlantic slave trade. Not two forms, but there were some of us that wound up in the West Indies, right? Like Jamaica, Bahamas, and stuff like that. And if you know your family comes from Caribbean heritage, then you would be more of a Benjamite. If you knew your family was a Haitian lineage, then you would know you were a Levite. But if you know that mostly you've been in America and all your piece been in America all this time, more than likely you from the transatlantic slave trade unto here to the main continent of America, right? Of North America, at least. But we've been spread all over because our people, there's some of our people in Nigeria. Man, you can find black people in Russia, in China, you know what I mean? As well as you can find Mexicans, man. I go to Mexico, I go to China right now. I bet you I find a Mexican doing some kind of job out there, you know what I mean? But that's just it. But what we here is to show you the truth of who we are. First of all, the Most High is only about these people and these people only. The Bible tells you that. But people make Disneyland with the word. All right? And what they don't know is that this is about us and us only. We are the 12 tribes of Israel here today. Okay? How do we know that? Because there's certain things that were linked to us, right? They were called signs of our curses. The Most High put curses upon us for a reason. Okay, first of all, because we be into disobedience. I'm going to tell you right now, because of idolatry, that's one of the main ones. And you have idolatry on your neck right now. Because you think that rosary is doing something for you, but it really not. Yeah, but see, that's just the thing. That's just the thing. They're more broken down than us because they're heavy into their idolatry. They're heavy into their Guadalupe. They're heavy into their saints and stuff. And that's what I want to let you know, that we got to turn back from that stupidity, because we not advancing more than our fathers. I got a precept for that, but read that curse that he was going to be about. But we start at 15 real quick.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments, and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Now, where are you reading from, Mark?
The book of Deuteronomy.
And what's happening in Deuteronomy? And just paraphrasing.
So what's going on right now, brother, in this chapter is, I'm sure you're familiar with Moses in the Bible.
Right.
So he's got the 12 tribes of Israel in front of him right now in this chapter.
Right. So he's not talking to anybody else, right? He's talking to who?
Israel.
All right. So he's talking to these people. All right. So this is why it applies to you. I want you first make this applicable to you in today's day, and I'm going to show you how it applies to us, because he put these curses on us for a reason, so that we would know today who we were. And he's going to show you that right now. Give him 46.
And all these shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Upon your seed forever. So no matter what generation you're in, these curses are going to be identifiers as a sign to you, so you know that your people went into disobedience, your people are being cursed, but this is also a tag on you to know that you're these people. Okay? And so read him a couple of things of these curses, so that he can see that for a fact that this applies to us and us only.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Alright? We were cursed in wherever city we go. Hey, nigga. Oh, you goddamn spit. Or we are turning of heads. Look at these goddamn dirty spigs and negroes, right? Wherever we go.
When you look in the projects, brother, when you look in the project, I grew up in the projects. What people do you see up in there?
And he know about projects. This brother from the Bronx. All right, so you ready? See, the projects here are stacked maybe too high. Over there, they stacked 17 stories high, stacked with our people. You know what I mean? So he know. So we curse in the city. If we go in the field, what we doing? We picking that cotton. We work in the field. Even to this day, our people, these Mexicans are still picking strawberries, avocados, everything in the field, and they're not reaping the stuff that they deal with.
Your forefathers and mothers, brother, they were in the fields. That's cursed in the field.
Right, that's cursed in the field. But hold on, we haven't even gotten to the good stuff yet. Tell her, get to byword. Check this out. Then I'm gonna hit you with the goodie at the end. Just give me about between 3 and 5 minutes, brother.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, where the Lord shall lead thee.
So wherever you go, you're gonna be an astonishment and a byword. Like I said, if you go see a Mexican in China, that Chinese don't love him. They just got him there working. You see a black man anywhere he go, people like, even their own Africans be like, what they call Akata. They got a name for you over there. You're an American Negro, you're an Akata. You ain't that, you ain't them. But the truth is that you're not. So you can't be from Africa. You was there at one point, but you're not those people. Those people are Hamites. They're not Israelites. The Israelites were there, but see, what happens when you're in a certain place and that place is just getting hella hot, right? Shit is getting problems. Well, in Jerusalem, the Romans was trotting it down, and they was just jacking people up in Jerusalem, right? So, come here. This is your chance to get in on it. All right. So, by the way, this is a Judite brother. He's your brother from Judah. This is your brother from Judah too. All right. So what was happening in a short sense, people were starting to migrate out of there. Shit getting too hot, man. They're killing us out here. Out of Jerusalem, our motherland. There's a precept for that is the mother of us all. He got it. Check it out. So while he gets that, I'm going to show you. So what happened is we already the Northern Kingdom, these people, we already dipped off. We was already in Rome and Greece, and then later on we got captive in Assyria. But that's why these people were called the Gentiles. That's why you read in the book, oh, Paul went out to the Gentiles, but he wasn't really going out to the Gentiles. He was just going out to these people that assumed Gentile customs. Like for instance, these Mexicans come across the border, God forbid they get some papers, they think they don't even know how to speak Spanish no more. No, I don't speak Spanish, with an accent and all and shit. They give them some papers, no, I'm American. You know, they already want to assume the way of this place, you know what I mean? Yeah, he's going to bring out some more info.
So this is the Bible Compact Dictionary for the definition of Ham. The youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians.
Not the Negroes. Key, you're the Negroes. They come from Negro hepatite, okay? They were not.
But the Egyptians, the Ethiopians, the Libyans, and the Canaanites.
Those were your Hamites, okay? All right, hold on.
Let me see. The descendants of the original Ham in these passages, Ham is used as an other name for Egypt as representing Ham's principal descendants.
Okay, Ham's descendants. Those are the Africans. You are not those. You are the Negroes. So if you Google Negro land, that was a place inside of Africa where Judah was abiding. Okay, so when the transatlantic slave trade came about, they were saying, yo, so how we gonna make this money? Who we gonna send out to this new hustle, right? Send them Jews out of here. Get them the hell out of here. They already knew that y'all were in their land. It's just like when if you go to Mexico, the Mexicans know when the Guatemalans are there, the Haitians are there, the Cubans are there. They know we can identify each other or know who's in our land, right? So check this out. And I haven't even started my segment, brother. This is just for you, solely for you, brother. All right. Bring out, you got proverb and byword? All right, bring that up. All right, you want to bring that Jerusalem out, yeah.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 26. But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
So really the motherland for us, the true motherland, which is in Northeast Africa, Israel is, right, is Jerusalem for us, okay? Slave coast, and it's called Negro land. So this is a lot of stuff that they keep from us. They keep this hidden from us because, first of all, they don't need smart niggas and they don't need smart spits. You know what I mean? They don't want us to be educated or to find out all this plethora of information. Let alone they don't want us to know that we're the real children of Israel, because their plot is to destroy us. You know, the people in the know, and even the people not in the know, we come in different spirits, right? So we have the spirit of the Most High God within us, right? But they have the spirit of evil within them. And so even if they don't know, they have a natural born hatred. Why you think you got this racism? Why you think you got motherfuckers coming down killing 22 people in our Walmart? Why you got them killing, what they killed, 12 in Buffalo? Just some random cracker say, I want to get up today and kill Negroes, right? Why? You think that he knew this information? No, it's in his spirit, right? So we're the Israelites today. The white man today is the Edomite of today. You ready to bring out who's worse than Esau? Bring me that too. Yeah, perpetual hatred. Get me who's worse than Esau. All right, hold that, and I want to get precepts too.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, verse 2. Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it.
All right, Mount Seir. He's going to show you who Mount Seir is.
Genesis chapter 36, verse 8. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir.
Esau is the progenitor. Our forefather is Jacob. Their forefather is Esau. Okay, so that's key word. Remember that. So when you see a white boy giving you shit, get the F up out of here, Esau. and for some reason, when I call a white person Esau or an Edomite, bro, like for some reason they feel it in their spirit. They be like, well,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know, see, you don't like it, right, Esau? You don't like it, Esau.
Chill, for Christ's sakes. Come on, roll with it.
Hey, but you feel it in your core, brother. By the way, he was our twin brother. He's the twin brother to Jacob, but he's the evil twin brother to Jacob. Because he said, he told Rebecca, two manner of nations are in your womb. Because they were fussing even in her womb. And she said, why am I thus, Lord? He said, because there's two nations in her womb. From your womb, I'm going to make two nations. A nation unto honor and a nation unto dishonor. And then you can find that in Romans.
You want to see Mount Seir today? Yeah. Okay, so you know what? It's just being in New York. If you go downtown, you look at the Capitol, you know what it looks like, right?
I actually haven't been. That's
But if you go downtown and look at the Capitol, it's built like the Romans, right? Look at Mount Seir.
Oh wow, that's New York.
No, this is where.
But it looked like a hood in New York, though.
This is what I'm saying. Yeah. Built just like that.
That's true.
That's Mount Seir. So this is where they came from.
All right, they come from the clefts of the rocks. They're the original cavemen. We had to teach them how to walk up straight. We taught them how to eat. Like when they came in conquest here, bro, if we didn't teach them how to boil the beans, bro, they would have caught botulism and all kind of stuff. Because we taught them how to eat, how to walk straight. We invent most everything. But what they do, they steal it from us and call it theirs. Okay? You know who invented the internet? And like, if you Google who invented the internet, they'll show you two white boys. But you gotta say, no, show me the black man that invented the internet. Then they give you the Nigerian man that actually did it. You know what I mean? So they sneaky like that. But we got precepts for that. Hold on.
Well, what now Gore that's invented the internet? Al Gore. You said he invented it.
Yeah, Al Gore invented.
Yeah, you know, Mike. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he invented.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword.
So who sheds our blood more than anybody? If you think of the most bloodthirsty vampire on this planet, who really is it? You know what I mean? Let's think about it. You know, they taught us how to do black and black crime. They taught us how to do brown and brown crime. But that's as far as we get. Because we actually do their job for them, you know, by killing one another and having hatred for one another. But if you look at the way they build, they are built just for destruction, bro. Everything they touch turns to shit, bro.
This is the book of Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. For ye know how that afterwards, when he would have inherited, found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears.
So after they found out, you know, that they lost their inheritance, you know what I mean? But despite they sought it with tears, and that's what I was going to get at. They know that they can't get it. They lost it. You know what I mean? So that's why they got that in their spirit, that perpetual hatred. Because in their mind is that if I can't beat them and I can't join them, I'd rather destroy them. Hey, what's up, King? I'm talking to you, man. You know you're a king on earth, brother? You know you're an Israelite, brother? You do know you're an Israelite? You got that righteous spirit, man. You need to be standing right here with us, brother. But I hope that you know that you're from the tribe of Judah, and this is what we're trying to teach him, that he's from the tribe of Judah, and that eventually we're going to run this. We got next. That's our motto. We got next. Hey, let me get you one last piece. Hit up with hey, take it off, put it in your pocket right now, and have us see you throw it in the garbage. Read 28 and 68 real quick. And if this doesn't relate to us, we ain't making this up, bro. This is how we know it's us.
Hold up that sign, Chuck.
Yeah, bring this up.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
And I know you pressed for time. I'm just going to tell you that the Bible says that Egypt is the house of bondage. That's what that name means. It's synonymous with that, right? The ships. All right, check it out. So check it out. I'm going to send you back into an Egypt-like condition. What we was doing in Egypt, we was being slaves, right? So I'm going to send you back to that condition, but this time I'm going to do it how?
With ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
So look at this. He says, I'm going to send you back to that slave-like condition. Read that whole thing again. I don't think he got it real well.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With ships this time. Alright? That's how he put. Nobody went who if you think about any kind of slavery, which the most one that comes to mind is the transatlantic slavery. I don't care about all these little pockets of slavery. If God's gonna do an example, he's gonna do it in grandeur. That's what I be talking about with Vocab Malone. We want to downplay our slavery to something else when God, every slavery that we went through, every captivity that we did, he did it big to us. You know what I mean? So Egypt was a big slavery. Babylon was a big slavery. Assyria was a big slavery. And this transatlantic slavery was as big as all those slaveries. Okay? So he said, I'm going to send you back to that condition, but this time with ships. We walked out of Egypt, and we was going to go back to Egypt, we would have walked back in. But this time he said, I'm going to send you with ships. So who, if anybody comes to mind of going into slavery with the ships, it's us. All right? But check this out.
And there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
This was a biblical prophecy. Back with Moses, he said that this would happen to the Israelites. That you were going to be sold for bondmen and bondwomen. That means slave man and slave women. So this happened not only to the Negroes, but it happened to the Latinos too in La Conquista. All right. So that's why we all on this same boat together, all these ships together. You know what I mean? So this is how we identify that we are the true children of Israel. Everybody listen up. If you are Latino, indigenous, or black culture, you are the 12 tribes of Israel. We're letting you know that. We're bringing out these prophecies so you know that this doesn't apply to anyone else. This Bible doesn't say that there's salvation to everyone. There's only salvation to the 12 tribes of Israel. Get me that in Joel 2:27. And get me Deuteronomy 7:26.
We're on YouTube. There's a bunch of information.
Hey, give him a flyer, brother. Here you go. I call these pearls, man. I only give these to people that are apt to listen. You'll probably pull out two of this one. Show my, hey, that's on that email in the bottom. In the back is Spanish for your Spanish people that you're gonna see today.
There's a lot more other camps out there doing the work and waking up the sheep like we are.
Yeah.
You're from
And that's how you reach me. Listen.
Yes, sir. Well, my family. I wasn't born out there. Okay.
And if your girl's family speaks Spanish, on the other side it's in Spanish for them to read it. And they can get my Spanish channel down there, Ovejas Perdidas. So, yeah, you can follow me on either one of those handles, on Instagram or YouTube.
She's from Issachar. Just like this brother here, he's from Ephraim.
All
He's from
right.
Issachar.
Read that real quick. I'm going to just show you that he ain't dealing with nobody else.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God, and none else.
He said, I'm the Lord your God. I'm not nobody else's God, but your God, Israel. So I want to know how people get around that. How this is open to anybody else from any other nation. You understand? But look how he was supposed to build this up, brother. Read that out. Quick, step up.
My cord is only but so long.
Deuteronomy,
7 and 6.
the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Dame un segundo y te voy a explicar ese moreno.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Over anybody that's on the face of the earth.